Good morning, dear students. Today we'll continue with part 3 of this chapter, that is magnetic effects of electric current. In today's video, we're going to cover the first, that is Maxwell right hand thumb rule. Second topic would be magnetic effects or magnetic field lines due to straight conductor. Third topic would be magnetic field lines due to circular loop. Fourth would be magnetic field lines due to solenoid, and last topic of today's video would be applications of solenoid. Clear? So we are starting with the first topic of today's video. The Maxwell right hand thumb rule. Maxwell right hand thumb rule defined as whenever the direction of current is known, then the direction of magnetic field lines can be find out or can be find out very easily. So Maxwell stated that if there is a current pass through the conductor, if a current pass through the conductor and we grasp the conductor by the right hand in such a manner that the thumb position should be upward, or it should be indicate the direction of current, and the curled finger will be indicated the magnetic field lines. Clear? So we'll understand this Maxwell right hand thumb rule with one example. Suppose this is the current carrying conductor. For example, through this marker current is passed. Okay, suppose this is a metallic conductor, and if current is passed through this marker, so we'll hold or we'll grasp this marker in such a way that the position of the thumb should be upward. The position of thumb should be upward, and our finger should encircle the marker. Okay, our thumb position should be upward in the direction of the current, and if the thumb is in upward in the direction of the current, then the finger encircling the conductor indicate the magnetic field lines. So we'll hold the current carrying conductor in such a way that the thumb indicate the direction of current. Suppose the direction of current is from lower to upward, okay, from downside to upward. So the thumb will indicate the direction of current, and finger encircled the conductor indicate the magnetic field lines. So Maxwell right hand thumb rule can be defined as if the direction of current is known, then hold the conductor in such a way that thumb indicates direction of current, that is I, and finger encircle around the conductor indicates the direction of magnetic field lines. Okay, so we'll hold the current carrying conductor in such a way that the thumb indicate the direction of the current, and finger encircle the conductor indicates the magnetic field lines. For example, this is a current carrying conductor, and the direction of current in this manner. Okay, the direction of current is from upward direction. So if the direction of current is in upward direction, then the magnetic field line would be like this. So what would be the direction of the magnetic field line? See, if the direction of current is up, then the encircling finger indicate the direction of current. So the direction of current would be anti-clockwise. Okay, would be anti-clockwise. This is the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Clear or not? If the current carrying conductor is grasped or held by a right hand in such a manner that thumb indicates the direction of current and encircling finger indicates the direction of magnetic field lines. So if the current is in upward direction, then the magnetic field lines would be like this, anti-clockwise. Okay, this would be in anti-clockwise manner. What happens when the direction of current is in downward? So if the current direction is in downward, okay, if the direction of current is downward, so the field line would be clockwise manner. The field line would be clockwise manner. See, suppose the current flowing in downward direction. So thumb indicate the direction of current. Thumb indicate. We'll hold this conductor in such a way that thumb indicate the direction of current and encircling finger indicates the direction of magnetic field lines. So if the thumb is in upward, that means the direction of current is in upward, it is the anti-clockwise direction. If the direction of current is in downward, it is clockwise direction. So this is the Maxwell right hand thumb rule. Next we are going to see the magnetic field lines in a straight conductor. How the magnetic field lines in a straight conductor looks like. So the second topic for today's lecture is magnetic field lines due to straight conductor. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll conduct electricity through this conductor. Suppose this is a wire. Suppose the conductor is joined by or connected in a circuit having battery that is positive and negative charge. So if this conductor is joined by a battery, clear? Now when we'll switch on the current, then the current will flow in this direction. You can see. Because as we know that in circuit diagram, current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So if the current flows in this direction, that means what? Our thumb should indicate the direction of current. Our thumb should indicate the direction of current and our finger encircled the conductor. So when the current flows through the conductor, magnetic field will generate around the straight conductor and the magnetic field would be in the form of concentric circles. Okay, they would be in the form of concentric circle. Now the question is, in which direction the magnetic field lines occur? So we'll use the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, where the direction of current is in downward direction. So our thumb should be in downward direction and our finger encircled the conductor. Okay, our finger encircled the conductor. See, my thumb is in downward direction, so my finger will encircle in the inner side. Okay, inner side of the board. So in this side, I can draw the direction of magnetic field line like this. So in this direction, the magnetic field lines would occur. So this is the magnetic field lines due to straight conductor. Now the magnitude of this magnetic field lines depends on various factors. Okay, so the magnitude of these field lines is depending on two factors. First, the magnitude of magnetic field lines occurs on or depends on two factors. First factor is amount of current. So it is the how much magnetic field lines would generate, how much concentric circles would generate, that is depends on the amount of current passed through the conductor. If more amount of current is passed through this conductor, more amount of concentric circles of magnetic field lines would generate. So I can say that the magnetic field lines is directly proportional to the current. If the magnetic field lines or I can say if the current is more, then magnetic field lines are automatically more since they are directly proportional to each other. Or if I can say the current is low, then the magnetic field lines are also low. So the first factor on which the magnitude of magnetic field lines depends, that is the amount of current. Clear? If we are supplying more amount of current, more concentric circles will generate of magnetic field lines. If we are supplying less amount of current, then the magnetic field lines would be less. Clear? Now, the second factor on which the magnitude of magnetic field lines depends is the radius. Okay, is the radius. So, as we goes away from the conductor, as these circles, now see, this is the radius of first circle, this is the radius of second circle, and this is the radius of third circle. So as we go away from the conductor, as the magnetic field lines goes away from the conductor, the strength of the magnitude of magnetic field lines decreases, or we can say the strength of magnetic field lines decreases. So from second point, second is, I can write here second factor, radius of magnetic field lines. Okay, or the distance. Instead of radius I can write the distance. Okay, so distance factor is more important in the magnetic field lines. When the magnetic field lines goes away from the conductor, when the magnetic field lines goes away from the conductor, now see, when we are going away from the conductor, the concentric circle goes bigger and bigger. Okay, the concentric circle goes bigger and bigger, that means their radius increases, that means their distance increases. That means if the distance is increases, okay, in the direction of away from the conductor, then the strength of magnetic field lines decreases. So by this point it is clear that the point near the conductor, the magnetic field lines are stronger, and at the point away from the conductor, the magnetic field lines are lower or weaker, we can say. Clear? Now next topic in this chapter is, the next topic is magnetic field lines due to magnetic field lines due to circular loop. Okay, magnetic field lines due to circular loop. Now we'll say, suppose suppose we make two holes in the cardboard and we pass a one circular loop of the coil. Okay, suppose the loop is this way. Okay, this is the circular loop. What we'll do, we'll take one cardboard, in that cardboard we'll make two holes, and from that two holes we'll pass one circular loop of the coil. Now when we switch on the current, that is positive and negative, when we switch on the current, when current is passed through the circular loop, okay, when the current is passed through the circular loop, okay, Now this diagram is okay. When the current is passed through the circular loop of coil, the current would be in this direction. As we know that the current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Now pay attention. When the current is passed through this circular loop, we'll use the Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. Now see here the direction of current is in upward direction. Okay, see here the direction of current is upward. So we'll use the Maxwell thumb rule. When the direction of current is known, the magnetic field lines can be known. See the direction of current is in upward, so magnetic field lines would be like this. It would be merging into the cardboard, into inside the direction, in direction. Okay, the magnetic field lines would be the direction of inside. Clear? The direction of magnetic field lines. See, this is the direction of current, so the direction of magnetic field lines would be inside. So here what we can see, the concentric circles of magnetic field lines would generate from here to here, and as we can see, as the direction of current is in downward direction, so according to Maxwell's right hand thumb rule, when the direction of current is downward, the magnetic field line encircles the conductor. So the direction of magnetic field lines would be towards the inside of this plane. So the magnetic field lines, so see this magnetic field lines in form of concentric circle is formed. And what is the direction? From here, see thumb is in upward, so the direction would be inside the board or inside the plane. So the magnetic field line directions are like this. Clear? And here, since the thumb is in downward direction, so magnetic field lines would be like this. So inside the plane. The question is, only two concentric circles will form? No, many concentric circles will form. Okay, many concentric circles of bigger size would form. So like this, many concentric circles will form, and at the center of the plane, the magnetic field lines would be straight, because all the concentric circles will merge at the center of the loop. At the center of this loop, all the magnetic field lines would merge. Therefore, the magnetic field lines at the center of the loop would be straight. Now from this diagram, what we can conclude? See this diagram, in this diagram we can see every magnetic field line is merging inside. Okay, every magnetic field. See from here, magnetic field is going in down inside direction, and from here the magnetic field line is going inside the plane, and from here also magnetic field line is going inside the plane. So what we can see, every magnetic field line is merging in same direction. So can I say that this cardboard, when all the magnetic field line is merging, and in bar magnet where all the magnetic field line merges in south pole, so can I say this cardboard will act as a south pole? Yes, in bar magnet we have seen na, in bar magnet north pole and south pole. So the magnetic field lines emerges from the north pole and merges into the south pole. So where the point where the magnetic field line merges, all the magnetic field line merges, okay, that is known as the south pole. So this cardboard will act as a south pole or bar magnet. Okay, it is act as a south pole. So this is the magnetic field lines looks like in circular loop. Now the question is, what the magnitude of magnetic field lines? Okay, what is the magnitude of magnetic field lines? So the magnitude of magnetic field lines, magnitude of magnetic field lines in circular loop. Okay, first, directly proportional to current. See, if the current is high, If the current is high, then the magnetic field lines is also high because they are directly proportional. If the current is low, then the magnetic field lines is also low. Then this is the first case. Second, it is directly proportional to the current. Second, it is directly proportional to number of turns in circular loop. See, if the circular loop is having more number of turns, then the dense magnetic field will generate. See, if it is having one turn only, the circular loop is having one turn only, so the magnetic field would be like this. So if the circular loop are more in number, then more and more dense magnetic field would generate. Denser magnetic field will generate. Clear? So directly proportional to the number of turns in a circular loop. Clear? And last is inversely proportional to radius. When the radius of circular loop is increases, then the magnetic field line is decreases.